Say automation framework implementation continuation, driver script preparation, exporting results, exporting test results. Say for exporting means write test result, remove call statement dot cells, not OBJ workbook, OBJ worksheet. OBJ worksheet dot cells of 1 comma 1. Here I am taking variable I comma 1, first column, equal to. Next, here define I equal to 2, first row column header. See test name login. Next, here we are not using any loop statement, so provide the increment I equal to I plus 1. Second test name open order. Oh, just a minute. Here we are not checking login. Next, I equal to I plus 1. I comma 1. Third test name update order. See, like this you can prepare. Next, save, quit Excel application and release memory for all objects. Run it once. See, first test login executing, end-to-end scenario. Next, second test. All are end-to-end scenarios. Open order. See, display statements only for dry run. Next, we will remove. Anyhow, we are exporting test result. Over. Open test result file. Observe result exported na. Test name and test result.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Remove that display statements. how to edit external function library, view, solution explorer, function libraries, user, function library name, library file name. Here you can edit associated library files. See, comment it. Save. Okay. Next, create initialization script. That is AOM script. I'm taking new test. Just a minute. See, initialization script file is VBS file. Don't run AOM files from UFT tool editor. For creating AOM files, you can use UFT tool editor. Why? In order to get context help, you can use UFT tool editor for creating AOM scripts. Otherwise, you can type directly AOM script in Notepad and then save as VBS file. Say dem obj qtp, create qtp application object, set variable equal to create object. It is built-in function of VB script. Tell me what is the class value for creating quick test application object, qtp application object.
QTP object.
Already we used this object in batch testing chapter. You need to remember quick test dot application, quick test dot application. Okay. Next, object dot visible equal to true. It is optional statement. What is the functionality of the statement? To view the tool during execution. Otherwise, tool not visible, but application visible. You can get final output as it is, but tool not visible. See, to view the UFT tool during execution. Next, object dot launch. What is the functionality of this statement? Functionality of last statement. To launch
To launch the
UFT tool. Next, object dot test property dot just a minute. Object dot open. Here provide the path of the test, path of the driver script. Driver script. Next, object dot test property dot run method to run the test. See, what is the purpose of this initialization script in automation framework? It launches UFT tool, calls driver script, then driver execute tests one by one and export test result. At the end, initialization script closes UFT tool. See, object dot test dot close the test. To close driver script. Next, object dot quit. What is the functionality of this last statement?
Close the application.
To close UFT tool. Next, release the memory. Set object equal to nothing. To release the memory. See, cut this code and paste in Notepad. See, under this project automation folder, these are subfolders and one file. This is independent file. Save as VBS file. Suppose initialization dot VBS. See, you can store your framework folder, main folder in C drive or D drive or somewhere. You just create one shortcut. See, here we stored on desktop only, but not only on desktop. You can store your framework folder in C drive or D drive or E drive or anywhere. Just create shortcut for this initialization script. Just a minute. Send to desktop. By clicking this file, you can execute series of tests. What is the execution process? First, we are executing AOM file, means initialization file. It launches UFT tool, calls driver script, driver execute tests one by one, and at the end initialization script closes UFT tool. See, just a minute. Where is driver script? See, I closed the UFT tool also. Next, click this one. Just a minute. Launching UFT tool. Calling driver script. Driver executing tests one by one. First login, next open order. Next, update order. Over. Next, EFT tool closed. Next, open result file. See, if result already there, it will overwrite. For every test iteration, you create one new file. You use one new file, result 1, result 2, result 3, like that. Okay. If you want to delete previous test result in order to increase the tool performance, see, tools, run results deletion tool, browse path of the test, browse path of the test. Here driver script. Select results, delete, confirm deletion, close. Say I will send this folder structure. You change the application paths according to your mission and execute. Just a minute. Next, I am going to use same resource files, functions, and shared object repositories. Next, I am going to create a keyword driven framework. In this keyword driven framework, one more thing, that is organizer. Just a minute. Open this one. First, I am changing the folder name. Keyword driven framework. Here you can use user defined keywords. Say organizer. Create organizer file. Before this, observe that miscellaneous process steps. See, in this first framework, we didn't use this this organizer file now. We provided instructions directly in driver script. In basic framework, only 4 high-level steps: create folder structure, create automation resources, create driver script, create initialization script. Here one more step, this one, create organizer file. Okay now? See, I'm going to use same resources, this time keyword driven framework. In this framework, we create organizer file. Organizer controls the test execution process. See, open organizer, create organizer file. Wrong format. Just a minute. Organizer. Now concentrate. Observe left side bottom. Sheet names sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, rename sheets, rename. Understanding purpose. Where is that rename? Just a minute. Where is rename option? Okay. Module. Click this one. Test case. Test step. Observe what I did. What I did.
You just
I renamed default names. Default name sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Our project understanding purpose, I renamed as module test case test step. Okay now? Any confusion?
confusion, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Got it.
First select module sheet. Columns. Try to understand. Using this organizer file, we can control the test execution process. Module ID, module name, module execution status. Say any meaningful unique IDs you can use. Suppose mod 1, mod 2, mod 3. Suppose in our project 3 modules. 10 modules, create 10 IDs. Suppose in our project first module, user module, next admin module, next reports module. Execution status, yes. Y for yes. Observe, using this module sheet, we can control the test execution process module wise. What you understood? Using this sheet, we can control the test execution process module wise. As per these instructions, how many modules can be executed?
3.
3 modules. 3 modules. What is the status of second module? Mod 2.
No, one.
One module. First module only. Next, select test case sheet. Test case ID. Test case name. Next, test case execution status. Next, module ID. See, what is the relation between first and second sheets? Module ID. Module ID is foreign key. Test case IDs. For example, TC00 TC001, TC002, 3, 4, 5, like that. Just a minute. Next, test case name. First test, login. Next, open order. Next, update order. Next, insert order. Next, user creation, like this. Yes, 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 no, yes. See module IDs. Mod 1. First 4 cases belongs to mod 1. Fifth case onwards, mod 2. Admin module. Now observe, using this second sheet, we can control the test execution process test case wise. Driver will execute all executable test cases under executable modules. Here relation between first and second sheets, module ID. Observe, module 1 only executable. Observe, as per these instructions, how many test cases will be executed?
4.
4. 4. What are the 4? TC001, 2, 3, okay. What is the next one?
Insert order won't be executed and user creation will be.
User creation under module 2 na. What is the status of module 2?
No, that means it won't. Yeah, no.
How many cases will be executed?
3.
3 only. Okay, next test step. See, one test case may have one or more test steps. Here we will use high level steps. Test step ID. Next, test step name. Next, function name. Next, keyword. Next, test case ID. Next, test results. Test results after execution. See, input data. Next, test results. Observe, suppose first test case login, 2 high level steps. Login to application, next close application. TC001 underscore TS1, say some fields only participate in execution, remaining fields only for reference, understanding purpose. Log into application, next close application, next second test case, TC002 open order test case, 3 high level steps. Log into application, open order, next close application. Open an order, next close application. Next update order test, 3 high level steps. Log into application, update order, close application. All are end-to-end scenarios. TC003 underscore TS1. Test step 1. Any meaningful IDs you can use. Login, update order, close application. Function names. What are the function names for login? Function name login. Next close application. Close underscore app. Next login. Reusable. Next open order. Next close application. Next login. Next update order. Close application. Keywords. Any meaningful keywords you can use. For example, login. LN. Not only 2 digits, you can use 3 digit, 4 digits also. CA. LN. Open order. OO. User defined keywords. CA. LN. UO. Update order. CA. Next, first 2 cases belongs to TC001. Second 3 test cases belongs to TC002. Next, last 3 cases belongs to, last 3 steps belongs to TC003. First 2 steps test case 1, second 2 steps test case 2, last 3 steps test case 3. Input data for login, agent password. Just field names, we will provide data in driver script. For close app, not applicable, no data. Next, for open order, I think ORD, order number. For update order, tickets. See test results after execution. Here observe relation between first and second sheets, module ID, module ID. Next, relation between second and third sheets. Observe what is the relation between second and third sheets. What is the foreign
Test
key?
case. No. Is that test case ID? I think so.
Test case. Test case ID. Test case ID. Yes. Relation between first and second sheets, module ID. Relation between second and third sheets, test case ID. Okay. Did you understand the organizer file? Any confusion?
Yes. No confusion. I got it.
Okay. You practice 2 or 3 times, then you can get more clarity. Next, prepare driver script. Driver script. Open. See, we changed the folder name now. That's why it is showing missing resources. Just deassociate and associate resource files. Deassociate and again associate. Next, shared object repositories. We changed the folder name to keyword driven framework. That's why it is showing missing resources. Path changed. Associate with action. Next, second one. Next, last one. Okay. See, in the previous script, previous driver script, we used Excel application object model. This time I am going to use data table methods. You can use Excel application object also. See, earlier we used Excel application object. This time data table methods. You can use Excel application object also. Okay. See, first step. See, in this script we use nested loop. Nested loops. Try to concentrate. First step, create new sheets in runtime data table to import organizer instructions. You know how to create new sheets. Data table dot yard sheet. Suppose sheet name module. Not only module, you can use other names also. In order to avoid the confusion, use same names. Next, test case, test step. Observe, in every test, we have two default sheets, global sheet, action 1 sheet. Instead of using those default sheets, why we are creating new sheets? See, global sheet and action 1 sheet, predefined sheets, controlled by UFT tool only. If you want to control the data, you use your own sheets, user defined sheets. Got the point? Why we are using user defined sheets instead of using default sheets, global sheet and action 1 sheet? Understand the concept? For every new test, one data table is there. It has two default sheets, global sheet and action 1 sheet. If you have 4 actions, 4 action sheets, 1 action sheet. Instead of using those default sheets, why we are creating new sheets? Hello? Already
Yes,
I told. Why you are confusing? Why you are struggling? Already explained. Again I am asking question. See once again. Global sheet, action 1 sheet available for every test, but those are system defined sheets, predefined sheets controlled by UFT tool only. If you want to control the data, you create your own sheets, user defined sheets. Got the point? Any confusion?
yes, sir. To control your data, you create user defined sheet.
User
Yes.
defined sheets. First, create new sheets. Then import organizer instructions. See, import data from an external file. External file. See, data table dot type I, import sheet, provide path of the external file, path of the external file. Comma, source comma destination. Source sheet ID, comma destination sheet ID 1, 5. What is 1? Source sheet ID, or you can use sheet name also. Observe, in the source file, what is the module sheet ID? 1 na? First sheet na?
Yes, sir.
Destination 5. Why I am using 5? In runtime data table, two default sheets. First global, next action 1. Third sheet, module sheet. 1, 3. See, source file first sheet data to destination file third sheet. Here destination file is runtime data table. Source file is this organizer. Here data available in source file first sheet and exporting to destination file runtime data table third sheet. Why third sheet? First sheet global, second sheet action one. After default sheets, then user defined sheet, third position. Okay na? Next, second sheet. Tell me source and destination for second sheet. Test case sheet.
Source is an Excel file.
Source Excel file. Source sheet ID. Very simple. Here test case. What is the sheet ID?
2.
2. 2. Then here 2 2.
Yes, sir.
4.
4.
See, first two sheets, system sheets, default sheets, global sheet, action one sheet. Next, first user defined sheet, module. This is third position. Next, test case
Module
is fourth position.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Third.
Okay, cool. Import third sheet from external file. Now tell me the source and destination sheet IDs.
1 and 5.
Not 1. This is 2.
3 and 5. 5.
Yes, 3 and 5. Just perform dry run, sample run. Oh, you need to close the Excel file. External file. Run over. Launch result window. Observe. Here module, test case, test step. Data imported na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See next, start the logic. Data imported means instructions imported from organizer. Next, write logic. First step, capture executable module IDs from module sheet. First take module sheet row count. See dim m row count. Any meaningful name you can use. M row count equal to data table dot get sheet. See here, consider runtime data table only. We imported. Now consider runtime data table. In runtime data table, what is the sheet ID of module sheet?
Module sheet is 3.
3. Otherwise, you can use sheet name. sheet ID or sheet name. Same here, source and destination also you can use either sheet ID or sheet name. Dot get row count. Next, use loop structure for I equal to 1 to m row count. Next, set current row. Here I indicates rows. Data table dot set current row of I. I indicates rows. Next, read data. I want to read module IDs. I want to read module IDs. I'm taking one variable module ID equal to data table of column ID comma sheet ID or column name comma sheet name. Here what is the column ID for module ID? Column ID, first column. Sheet ID, what is the module sheet ID in runtime data table?
I see that. 3.
3. Why you are struggling? Already I told you consider runtime data table only. We are working with runtime data table. Observe, in runtime data table, module ID is first column, sheet ID 3, or you can use sheet name. What is the sheet name? Module. Next, same way, read module exe. I'm taking one more variable. Module exe equal to, you practice 2 or 3 times, then you can get more clarity. Tell me, read module exe.
No. 3. I mean, this is
Data table of
same.
What same?
3.
3 comma
3,
3 comma 3, good. Otherwise you can use 3 comma module. Okay, next, write condition if a safe side u case of module ID. Why I am writing u case? Suppose mistakenly if you use small y, it will convert to capital Y. Safe side equal to module exe, module execution status equal to capital Y. Okay, after we have to read this one. First we have to check the condition. Here condition is If module execution status is Y, then read module IDs. Now understand the condition? Here what is our requirement?
Yes.
Capture executable module IDs from module sheet. First what we have to check? Execution status equal to Y or not. If execution status equal to Y, then read that module ID, otherwise don't read. Isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now as per this input, what will be the output? It will read first mod 1 only na.
Yes.
Mod 1 only executable status. Yes. Here we are not displaying. See, perform dry run. Module ID. Run. Mod 1 over. Just a minute. Suppose mod 1 yes, mod 2 no, mod 3 yes. If I execute the script, what will be the output?
Two will be executed.
2 will be executed. 2 is no status na.
No, I mean two. I mean not two. It's
What
like
are
1
the
and
two?
3 will be executed.
Mod 1, mod 3. That is the output. Mod 1, mod 3. See, mod 1, mod 3 over. Just a minute. Suppose no. This time what is the output?
Mod 1.
Mod 1. Understand the logic?
Yes, sir.
Mod 1 over. Next, don't close the loop. Nested looping. See, first step, first logic, capture executable module IDs from module sheet. Here condition is if module execution status equal to Y, then capture module ID. Next, second one, capture executable test cases under executable modules from next sheet, test case sheet. Observe, in the first loop, single condition. If module execution status equal to Y, then capture module ID. In second loop, we are going to use compound condition. Here, what are the two conditions? Here, test case executable status should be Y and module ID in module sheet and module ID in test case sheet should be same. Observe. First take row count of test case sheet. See, TC row count, test case sheet row count. See, TC row count equal to, take test case sheet row count. Tell me the syntax. Data table.
Data table. Data
Earlier we
table
used the same syntax.
dot, yes.
Dot get sheet of what is the sheet ID or sheet name? What is the test case sheet ID in runtime data table? First global sheet, second action one sheet, third module sheet, next test case sheet. Hello? What is that? 4. Or you can use
The name.
what is the name of that sheet?
Test case. Test case.
Test case. Test case. Test case. Dot get row count. Next use for loop for ij equal to 1 to tc row count. Next set current row data table dot set current row of here which one is indicating rows? Observe in the first scenario I indicating rows. Here we used I. In this loop J. Next read test case execution status. This one. One more variable. Test case exe equal to data table of data table of what is the column ID?
Column ID.
See, very simple question. A,
Column
B,
ID.
C. C means 3 na?
3.
Why you are struggling? What is the column name or what is the sheet name or sheet ID?
Was that test case?
Test case. Otherwise you can use 4.
4. Yes.
Okay. Next, here relation between first and second sheets, second and third sheets. Test case ID. Relation between first and second sheets. Module ID. Module ID available in first sheet. Module ID available in second sheet. Relation between first and second sheets. Module ID. You read module ID from this test case sheet. Module ID. Already module ID variable available. This time module ID 2 equal to, just a minute. Module ID 2. Read module ID from this test case sheet. data table of 4 comma sheet ID or
Test
sheet
case
name.
name.
Sheet ID or
Test
sheet
case.
name. Test case. Instead of test case, you can use 4 also. Just a minute. Instead of test case, you can use 4. Fourth column, fourth sheet in runtime data table. Next, write the condition, compound condition. If test case exe equal to safe side, use uppercase function. U case of, mistakenly if you use a small y, it converts to capital Y, equal to y, and relation between first and second sheets, module ID 1 equal to module ID 2. Just a minute. Okay, already there. Two conditions. Understand this compound condition?
Yes, sir.
Now read test case ID. If two conditions satisfy, then read test case ID. Test case ID equal to this one. Data table of what is the column ID? What is the column ID?
1.
1. What is the sheet ID?
Sheet ID is a 4.
4. Otherwise, you can use test case, sheet name. Display, MSG box, test case ID. Observe, here logic is capture executable test cases. Here one condition. We have to capture only executable test cases. Status equal to Y. One more condition. Under executable modules only. See here, observe. Here executable module is mod 1. Executable test cases TC001, 2, 3. Anything else? Only 1, 2, 3 na? What about fifth case?
I still remember the day. Mod 2 is not executable.
Not executable. Good. Mod 2 is not executable. Then it will display TC001, TC002, TC003. Run. Just a minute. What is the syntax error? If U case of A and module 1 equal to module 2, what is the syntax error? Then space. Observe TC001, TC002, TC003. Run once again. TC001, TC002, TC003. See, you open this first condition also, first loop also. See, executable module. It is not showing anything. It is not showing anything. Module ID. We changed the name now. Module ID 1. Say, executable module ID mod 1. Under this mod 1 executable test cases TC001, TC002, TC003. Okay na? Next, don't close the loop. Any confusion? Hello?
No confusion, sir.
Okay, cool. Next, third step. Capture keywords for all executable test steps from test step sheet. Okay. Say, you take count, row count for test step sheet. Dem test step row count ijk. Next, test case id is the relation between second and third sheets, id 2. Say, suppose this is test case id 1. Take row count for third last sheet, test step sheet. Position of test step sheet in runtime dev table is 5. TS row count equal to, tell me.
Data table.
Data table. Dot.
Get sheet.
Get sheet of sheet ID or sheet name.
Yeah, sheet ID.
What is sheet ID?
5.
5. Dot get row count. Okay, next open one more loop for ijk k equal to 1 to ts row count. Then set current row data table dot set current row of here which one is indicating rows in this loop? Which one is indicating rows? K. Next, see relation between second and third sheets. in runtime data table, fourth and fifth sheets. Fourth and fifth sheets. Relation between fourth and fifth sheets. Just a minute. This is fourth sheet in runtime data table. This is fifth sheet in runtime data table. I want to read this test case ID. Test case ID is the relation between these two sheets. Read test case ID from this last sheet. Test case ID 2. Already we used 1 equal to test case ID 2 equal to
Data table.
Data table.
That's 1 5.
1 5. What is 1? What is 1?
Oh no, that is 1 2 3 4 5 5 5.
5 comma 5. Fifth column, fifth sheet. Next, write the condition. Here, single condition. If test case ID 1 equal to test case ID 2, then you capture the keyword from this last sheet, fifth sheet in runtime data table. You capture this keyword. Keyword equal to you can use multiple dim statements also. Keyword equal to what is the column ID and sheet ID?
Sheet ID is 5 5 5.
5 5.
No, 4 5.
4 5.
4 4. 4 5.
Data table of fourth column, fifth sheet in runtime data table. Next, write select case structure. Select case keyword. Based on keyword, it has to choose the case. Case ln. Case ln means case ln. You directly export the data. Result is seventh column. See, exporting time, data table left side, source right side, reading time data table right side, writing time data table left side. Data table of 7 comma 5 equal to seventh column, fifth sheet. Login of suppose ABCD. Here I am using only single values. In next chapter, data driven framework, on Monday, we will use multiple sets of test data also. Data driven framework.
Okay.
Mercury. Next, just a minute. Case OO. Open order of order number 4. Example. Next, case UO update order tickets suppose 8. Next, case CA close underscore app. Observe. See, it will execute all executable test cases under executable modules. See, using organizer, we can control the test execution process. Run. Just a minute. We need to close that sheet. Run. See, first it is executing login. Next, open order test. Next, last one, update order test. Over. Open result window, view last run results. Observe test step. Observe last stepwise result. Login successful, passed, application closed. Login successful, fourth order opened, application closed. Update order updated. See, you can find stepwise result now.
Yes, yes, sir.
See, observe. Suppose my instruction is you can control the test execution process using this organizer. Observe module 1Y. Next, this time how many cases will be executed? How many cases?
Two. I think module 2 is not executable, maybe 1.
One. Run. See, login test. Login test. Over. Now I want external file. See, test result. Delete this one. You can create result file and export result. We can create result file and export result. First organizer. I want to execute these 3 cases and export result to external file. See, last step, data table dot type export sheet. Next, provide path. Suppose test results. File name result1. Result1 file not available. It will create and export the result. Comma. What is the sheet to export? Fifth sheet. That's test step sheet. Result column available in test step sheet. What is the ID for test step sheet? 5. Otherwise, you can use test step name, sheet ID or sheet name. Either 5 or test step. Okay. Run. See, first login executed, second test open order executing. Third one update order. We used the same value tickets, that's why failed. Over. Open the result window. Data. Say order not updated. Why? We used the same tickets, that's why. Next, view the results in external file. Result 1. This file was created by UFT. How can you say? Observe left side bottom. Only one sheet. If user creates 3 sheets minimum. Result exported now.
Yes, sir.
Next, provide the driver script path to initialization script. By single click, you can execute series of tests. Suppose if test result file already there, then it will overwrite. Close this one. Drivers. Organize. What is that one? Initialization. See, folder name changed now. Change the path. Next, you can store your folder structure in, you can store your automation folder in C drive or D drive or anywhere. Just create shortcut. This is executable file. Create desktop shortcut and you can execute. Run. It launches UFT tool, calls driver script, driver execute tests one by one based on organizer instructions and export test result to external file. See, second test executing. last. At end, EFT tool closed. Open result file, test results. If result file already there, it will overwrite. And one more thing, in real time, for every iteration we create one new file, result 1, result 2, result 3, like that. See here, all steps passed. All steps passed. Next, in order to increase the tool execution performance, delete previous results. Anyhow, we have our results, user defined results. No need to use EFT result window. You delete previous results. How to delete EFT tool results? Tell me the navigation.
From the documents, go to test.
Go to test.
From the all programs. Document and all programs.
HP software. Unified
HP.
functional testing. Tools.
And then run result deletion tool.
Next, select test path, browse test path, browse driver test path. See, select results, delete, confirm deletion, cleared. Okay na? See, you practice 2 or 3 times the driver script. See, in the driver script we used 3 loops, nested looping. Okay na?
Yes, sir.